Imagine if you walk into your child's room and they're not breathing. You call 911. They tell you that they have died of an overdose from prescription painkillers. Many families around the country face this news every day. This problem has reached epidemic levels. Today I will tell you what you need to know about opiate painkillers, how you can keep people safe, and what you can do to take action against this epidemic. Opiate pain relievers are oxycodone, hydrocodone, fentanyl, and hydromorphine. There are many others that fall into this category as well. Over 50% of first-time users say that they got it from a friend or relative for free. 61 people in Dane County in 2011 died from opiate-related overdose. That's a 436% increase from the year 2000. Poisoning killed more Dane County residents than motor vehicle crashes, making it the leading cause of death in our state. Drug poisoning or overdose was the cause of 85% of those cases. In Wisconsin and Dane County, 1 in 5 prescriptions was written for Vicodin, which is hydrocodone, or an equivalent, which is the ones that I previously named. 426 people died in 2011 from opiate-related overdose. Narcan or naloxone was deployed over 6,000 times in 2013. That's a potential loss of 17 people every day. Now that I told you about what you need to know, here's some safety tips. You can use Narcan or naloxone, which is an opiate reversal drug, to bring somebody out of opiate overdose. The AIDS Resource Center of Wisconsin will train opiate users, their friends, family, or anyone that wants to learn how to recognize an opiate overdose, how to administer Narcan, and how to provide rescue breathing until somebody arrives. In 2012, they trained 831 people how to use Narcan, and 787 lives were saved statewide due to this training. In April 2014, Congress passed the Good Samaritan Law, which provides criminal immunity for possession of controlled substances and drug paraphernalia to those calling 911 or taking someone to the emergency room. It also provides criminal and civil immunity to anyone who administers Narcan to someone they believe to be an opiate overdose. There's also the MedDrop program, which is where you can take your used, discontinued, or expired medications that pose a safety concern. In 2014, the safe communities of Madison and Dane County collected 7.5 tons of unused prescription medication and over-the-counter medication. That's just in Dane County. That's a 4.4 ton increase, or 4.4 tons were collected in 2014. So it's a wide increase in a 1 year. What can you dispose of? Prescription medications, over-the-counter medication, pet medications, vitamins, medication samples, inhalers, and nebulizers. Unfortunately, you cannot dispose of illegal drugs in a MedDrop location, but you can take them to your nearest police department and they will dispose of them for you, no questions asked. Where can you find one? There's 13 MedDrop locations in the Dane County area. You can go to safercommunities.net/MedDrop to find out what those locations are. The other thing you can do is to educate your friends and family on how to properly use prescription drugs, about their misuse, abuse, and how to properly dispose of them. You always want to encourage them to use them as prescribed, to store your medications in a safe, away from the hands of family or friends, and to count your medications so you know if somebody is stealing them. You can MedDrop your medications. You can also burn and incinerate them. You can dissolve them in isopropyl or ethyl alcohol. You can grind them up and put them into your coffee grounds or into kitty litter and then place them in a small container and put them in your trash. What you don't want to do is to flush them down the toilet. Water reclamation plants cannot remove all of the drugs that are in the water supply, so trace amounts have been found in our rivers and lakes around the world. The other thing you can do is to get trained in Narcan and naloxone. It's a free service provided by the AIDS Resource Center of Wisconsin. You can contact Dennis Radloff. He's a prevention specialist. He will come to you and do a 20-minute training and give you a kit that looks like this. You get 5 doses that you can use. You get instructions, and then you get step-by-step directions on how to actually administer it. And there's also directions in there on how to do rescue breathing. So now that I've told you about what you need to do, what you need to know, how you can be safe, and what actions you can take, I encourage you to go out and take action. Because together we rise and alone we fall. You never know when and if you might save someone's life. Thank you.